Hey guys, I have a special episode this week.
Somebody stole $2 and we're going to get to the bottom of it today.
Hello, everybody, and welcome to. We're just gonna call this like a special episode, a part of the Heavy Crown Network, okay? AKA Royalty, AKA whatever we want to call it. And of course, I am joined by my cousin, aka, you know what? I feel like cousin is there, but we kind of have now hit the brother mark at this point in our relationship. So if you guys don't know, I would like to introduce, of course, oh my God, what am I doing? Why was I supposed to call you Isaiah? What is going on with me? I'm so
I'm here for it. Okay. That's what brothers do. Yes.
Without further ado, everyone, Brice, Isaiah, welcome back
Yeah.
again.
Thank you so much. I'm so honored to be here. I'm so proud of the Crown Royal Network or the Heavy Crown Network. I think that is amazing.
Heavy.
Heavy, real heavy. Heavy on the crown. Okay. Um,
Brice,
yes.
I'm so glad you're here. Tell us what's going on. It's been a while, of course. What have you been up to? What's happening?
I've been in a shell, I've been in my rock, and I've been hiding. And Big D has been cussing me out every day of the week, talking about where you at? Answer the phone. I'm gonna come knock on your door. And I'm gonna tell you to go home. But no, I've been around. I have the Purple Pants podcast, and we're continuously putting out content. We're covering Survivor, Amazing Race, Love and Hip Hop. We're talking some shows, and of course, I'm currently on the Brice and Win Tour 46, covering Survivor season 46. And we're at the halfway mark. We've got some shows coming up, and I'm just blessed to be here and getting to hang out and call amazing people like you my friend.
Not the way, my friend. The way you said it, my friend. Let me tell you this. I love your Survivor recaps. I will tell you that, Brice. Like, I'm so involved with them. And I'd be trying to take notes because I'd be like, all right, I need to kind of work on this. And I love, like, your little, your theme song and the guests that you be having. So, like I said, if you guys want a real Survivor recap, go listen to the Purple Pants podcast where you get your real life of Survivor recap. Mine is just like a
City, if you want the
flazzy-da.
Gag City version. But no, I watched
Not the
more
Gag
the Gag City version. I watched the Heavy Crowns Survivor recap, and I think Derek, although you be all over the place, uh, you do a really great job. And I think one of the best parts for me is like your guests. I think the episode with Katora was amazing. The episode with Heidi, the episode with Brett, that one had me cracking up. With Josh. So no, I think you're
Yes.
doing your thing. And I love the expansion of the network from Big Brother to the Traders to Survivor. I think it's amazing.
That's all I'm doing. I ain't doing no more.
You say
That's
it
it.
now.
I tried to do the challenge. No, I'm good. I'm good with that. But Brice, we recently went on a trip. I'm always telling, we call our fans that always come into our chat, the Royal Court. Okay, so they're the Royal Court. I'm always telling the Royal Court about the adventures that we kind of go on. Not too much in detail, but even though I'm not in the title of the Brice and Win Present, I'm kind of like a little tiny fine print that just says Big D underneath it because I'm constantly always at the Survivor events, and it's kind of crazy because I might go to one Big Brother event, and I'm always at the Survivor events because I love the Survivor events. But we recently went to Pittsburgh. I do want to shout out that, yes, we were just talking about it before we, click record, that we're getting ready to go to Chicago next week. I can't believe it's next week. It's my first time in Chicago. I'm so excited. It's going to be such a turn up. So if you guys are in the Chicago area, remember to come to the Brice and Win Present. You can find a link on Brice's Instagram, on Windows Instagram, on the Brice and Win Present Instagram, on my Instagram, and me and Tiffany and Hannah will be there. I think Andy also from Big Brother will be there. So there's going to be a lot of us. I feel like this is a big, heavy hit that we are hitting like halfway through until New York. So guys, come to this one in Chicago. But we recently went to Pittsburgh, Brice, and I felt like we debriefed about it, but I feel like Pittsburgh was such a every time we go, I feel like a bond between a certain amount of people happened. Every
I agree.
time.
No, for sure. It's such a long week when we're in Pittsburgh because we do a Survivor event that Wednesday, and then there's an organization called La Promesa, which raises college funds for Latino students in the area for them to go to school. And this year we raised over $32,000 with our celebrity basketball tournament. So that's great. But and it's great, but it's a long week.
It's a
And
long week.
there are a lot of things to do and a lot of things, and no doubt Derek and I always seem to find our way to just wind up at the most random places and the most random situations happening. But I definitely do agree that it definitely is a bonding trip because you spend so much time. And what I do love about Pittsburgh is sometimes in these events, they're so quick. A Survivor event, there's so many
They
people.
are.
But with this, it's so long, so you get to have time to spend with people and get to see people in different lights. And I think one of the highlights for this trip this time was, of course, you, but Fessie, right? Fessie came to the basketball tournament, and I think, and we've talked about this in a great deal of length, but I think when you see someone like a Fessie, who is a very strong, you see his attitude on the challenge, and people always feel the type of way about a Fessie. Now, the experiences that I've had with Fessie have always been great, but I would even say this Fessie that we got this year was the cream of the crop. Okay,
The cream of the crop. Give Fessie his flowers. Give him his MVP. Let me tell you something. Fessie on this trip, and we'll get into it a little bit more detail as we continue our conversation. But I think everything you just said is how people look at him. So then it's I wish that sometimes people could see what the Fessie that we get to see. Right. And I loved him. He was a ball on this trip. Even I met Fessie. This is now my fourth time hanging out with Fessie. We've done Pittsburgh before. I felt like the first time we go around, it was a lot of moving parts. We didn't really get a chance to really hang and bond. But then, Hearts and Reality, it was just all over the place. This time around, it just felt like I just loved his vibe, And then he was also he wanted the big thing about it is that he wanted to hang out with us.
Okay.
He wanted to hang out with the gays. He was like, I love Brice and Derek. He loved hanging out with us, and we appreciate that because sometimes I think when we are in this type of in this reality TV world that sometimes, we're now still we're working on it, but we're now getting to the coat that we're seeing a lot of more, gay people in our community coming to these reality shows and being more of the storylines and being more noticeable, compared to in the past. So it's just so nice and refreshing when we can hang out with the straights and we're having a good time and vice versa, and then they're having a good time and they get our jokes and we get theirs. Yeah. So it was just and you can obviously, Brice, I might be not summing that correctly, but please chime in if I'm not.
No, I think for me, I even like to go even more specific, black men of color, right? I think that in reality TV, we're always cast type as this one type of individual, and so what I think is so amazing about this trip, right? We had Jam Jam, we had Corey, Lay from the challenge, we had you, we had me. We're all so different, but I love the brotherhood that we have, and I love the fact that other people can see that and they gravitate to us. We're humans, and we bad bitches. And I think it was so funny, the last night. Well, first of all, the first night. Because, like I said, it's a long week. Okay, I wasn't clocking in.
Yes, let's talk about it.
I was not clocking in for every event and every going out. Okay,
and I'm going to get to that part because I need people to see. Here's the thing: I talk about Brice on social media, but we really gonna get into it in this episode with me and Brice because I need people to understand. Okay, now just remember the word of an Irish goodbye, but now put it as a Black Irish goodbye, and then there's a picture of Brice right there. But the first night was the Survivor event. I was coming in from Philly, good, I was already hella tired, but I was I gotta pump up. But the Survivor event was great. It was a great dive bar, such a good time. We had everyone there. Jared was there.
Danielle
what's
Reyes.
her name? Danielle Reyes,
Maya from
Venus was
Amazing Race.
there.
Venus.
Yes, because there was a video of Jared and Venus going around on Twitter, which you were a part of.
And let's clear that up real quick, right? Because first of all, Jared is my brother, and one, I love Venus. Y'all see a 2-second clip, and y'all want to make it a thing. So let's just clear it up real quick. Venus's boyfriend was 2 seconds over.
2 seconds over.
2 seconds over. 3 seconds before that clip that they are showing, Derek and I are on the steps twerking to Sexy Red. And Jared is at the top of the steps like, go, y'all. And then came down the steps. And that's when kind of like that whole situation started. So it's just like, can y'all stop with that? Because it's like,
it's crazy how they can take one clip and then run with it.
And I had to turn in a DD Leaks. Now why am I in it? Now you see?
You all.
Child.
I will say this, just to clear that up, guys. No, Venus and Jared are not a thing, never have been a thing. Venus has a whole man that was there, like Brice said, that was 2 seconds, probably just went to go get her a drink and just coming right back, okay? It was not that deep. It was not that.
It was a fun little moment in the moment. And so it's like, taken out of context. So we not going to do that to my brother Jared.
Yes. Now, we had the Survivor event. It was a lot. It was a good time, but it was a lot. What was your takeaways from the event, at least? How do you feel it went?
I think it went amazing. I think it is our second time coming to Pittsburgh. The first time, I had to hold Pittsburgh down by myself because Wendell was off filming.
Yes.
And
shout out to the GOAT that's coming out.
Shout out to the
next
GOAT.
month, May.
Yes, May.
Okay, May. You could get a recap with who? Who can they come and watch the recap?
They know where to come. It's going to be the Brice and Win show. But Pittsburgh was so amazing. And I kept telling Wendell, like, Pittsburgh, I was so shocked at the vibe. And so.
Me too.
And so we came back. And again, Pittsburgh did not disappoint. It's like big city, little city vibes. Like it's a small town, but the energy was so amazing. The fans were so endearing. It was a great episode. Shout out to Mario's on the South Side. And yeah, I can't wait to come back to Pittsburgh for another event.
I cannot wait either. The vibe is so good.
It really was. And then the next night there was karaoke. Then the next night they went somewhere else. And that was the night I was like, listen, I can't hang. And so
let's go into detail. Let me tell you something about Brice. Okay, yeah. And don't you say not too much because I'm going too much. Let me tell you something. Brice is very good. I know how Brice works, okay, guys? And I'm going to let you guys know a little bit onto my brother Brice, okay? So if we're out and about, we go to karaoke. He tries to skip over karaoke because he don't want to talk about it. But if we're out and about at karaoke, and if you cannot see Brice in your peripheral vision, the corner, whatever, the eyes behind your head, just know that he is gone. If you do not see Brice, if we're all having a good time dancing and you just look to the side, you have to keep Brice. You got to keep one corner of your eye on Brice at all times. You can talk to everybody else, but you got to be able to still look at the other side to see what he's doing while you're talking. Because he would like to dip out and leave. Okay? And it drives me insane. Go ahead. Say what it is.
So that's it. But sometimes, listen, when I have reached my social capacity for the day, I just start to, like, my energy starts to go down rapidly. And I don't want to be a buzzkill. Like, I want people to have an amazing time, and I don't want the party to stop because of me. So it's like, I'll just see y'all later. And so I can be better at saying goodbye. But see, the issue with telling Big D goodbye is he won't try to convince you not to go. Like, no, he'll drag you. So it's like, and mind you, Big D was having a good time. He just got off the stage performing a song that he didn't know the words to.
Fuck you, Brice. Fuck you.
So it's like,
because it didn't sound like how it sounded in the car. And I will tell everybody what the song was because I was very embarrassed. And I'm glad you didn't post it nowhere because it was really bad. But it was Whitney Houston, I'm Every Woman, and I could not believe that I just didn't know the words. I've never practiced this song, but I sing it in the car all the time. But I guess singing in the car and doing the words on stage is completely different.
Tell that to some of the singers out here.
But I will tell you guys, when it was time to do 3LW, it was so interesting because Brice was gone and we ended up being 2LW, just me and Corey. Interesting.
I'm getting a little tired of your broken promises. Looking at your pages, seeing different numbers. You're hanging with the fellas.
The fellas.
With the girls you always getting
jealous and jealous.
I was with you where you didn't have no drama. Hanging at the crib, chilling with your mama.
With your mama.
Never fronted you, never brought the drama to drama. Now you flip the split, player, please.
No, I'm not the one.
Say it again.
Oh, no, I'm not the one.
You do or you don't. Okay, that's my jam. Yeah, the DJ was taking too long to play that, okay? Then
DJ didn't have nothing but country and R&B, he said. I said, okay, that's an interesting two to have. He had nothing else. He was like, I'm going to let y'all know right now, y'all ain't getting no hip-hop up in here.
For me, well, first of all, I thought that was a little weird that he would even say that. And mind you, he said it to Zach, a Caucasian male that asked for something. But also, what I found even interesting about that DJ was, child, it might have been 6 people in that bar, but the wait time to play a song, it was a little confusing. But that night was really, really fun, though. But again, when I reach my social capacity for the day, it's just important to protect your peace. And so sometimes I choose to protect my peace and my sanity and my health.
Yeah.
And so I do leave and I do apologize. But so the next night, I don't know what they had planned, what they was doing, but
the next night, Brice was not there. Everyone was asking me, where's Brice? Where's Brice? Where's Brice? Where's Brice? I say, you guys know how Brice is. He has a social meter, and when his social meter is full, he has to take a step back, but he will be out tomorrow. I made sure of it. He will be out tomorrow because they were asking where Brice was. And this is the night that Fessie first showed up. So then even Fessie was like, where's Brice? I said, I can't tell you what Brice is because he's just, taking some sleep. But we had a good time. Wendell was there and, Jesus, who, runs the foundation. And, we also had other people from Local Love. If you guys have not seen Local Love, check out your Local Love app station to watch Local Love. It's a very interesting contestant show. Yes. Very quick. You can watch it in about 15 minutes, I promise you. But yeah, so, there was contestants from Local Love. Who else was there? We also had Ty from BB Canada. He was there, the winner of shout out to Ty. Ty was a really, really good time. He was there. Was there anybody else I'm missing? Q and Maria were there also from this season of Survivor. Yeah. So it was very interesting to meet them in person because I've been just talking about them. So to meet them in person, I'm like, oh my God, so nice to see you. But that night was the night of the NCAA basketball game. And we went to a bar. I liked the bar, but it was very collegey, not really my vibe. They did play good 90s music. But to fast forward,
we had the basketball game. It was great.
Yep.
Coach D against Coach Brice. Although Derek's team allegedly won.
Thank you. Don't say allegedly.
Well,
do not.
Well,
we can say how it is.
Well, yeah. By the halftime, my team was up a significant amount of numbers, and so the judges.
Not a significant, girl. Try to say like 10 points.
Okay. We were up a significant number.
10 points.
We were up in this Survivor season 46. We were up several numbers. And they decided to make it even. Then, it became a little bit more of a competitive game. My team was still up. And then all of a sudden, they decided to say, we'll figure out who wins, who can run around the hoop and throw a ball. So it just, regardless, Derek's team won. And I was very happy for them. It was a great turnout. Great, everyone did really, really well. I think Brent, from your season, in my opinion, was the MVP of the night.
Brent was out there.
Was jumping.
Oh, also, yes.
Hooping. He was just flying. I didn't know.
Brent was playing like... Yes, Brent was playing like he had something to prove. He's like, I didn't get a chance to show nothing on BB23, so I'm about to show it all right now. He was playing for his life. He was about to show you. Look, I ain't no normal white boy. I could play basketball. He was out there fighting for his life, and he was hitting those shots. He was hitting those shots. I was pretty disappointed because I was like, damn, where's bald head bitch Xavier when you need him? Because I would have loved to see Brent and Xavier go at it. That would have been good to watch.
Definitely.
Yes.
Definitely.
But it was all for charity. On this trip, we have discovered that me, Brice, and Corey are Destiny's Child. Yeah. Okay. And of course,
on Twitter was like, well, who Beyonce? I'm like, it's very clear that's Derek. And of course, like, well, I actually think I resemble Kelly. And I was like, my favorite Destiny's Child member is Michelle. So we listen.
You do say Michelle's your favorite.
My breath, my strength, my will to you. That's the least I can do. Let me cater to you. Through the good, the bad, the ups. Okay. You can put some respect on Michelle Williams' name.
Absolutely, because Michelle can sing, so we know that. So yeah, we realize that we are the Destiny's Child of the reality TV, and I will tell you, if we ever end up on the challenge or a competition show together, that will be our alliance name, Destiny's Child. We don't care how we have to copyright it, if we have to call ourselves DC3 or something like that, or whatever, we gonna figure it out, okay? But yes, it was all for charity. We raised the money. It was such a good time. And then we cut to nighttime.
The nighttime, okay?
The
nighttime.
Brice was actually on time. Brice showed up. He was where he needed to be. I didn't have to hunt him down. I didn't have to worry about him. But here's the thing, guys. This is where I know Brice was going to end up coming out, or I knew he was going to have to come out, because of the fact that Brice did not drive. Because if Brice would have drove, Brice would have left Saturday after the basketball game and went back to Philadelphia. And
that is the truth.
Yes. That is
the truth. Because I would have took that 5-hour drive that Saturday just so I could have my whole Sunday. And it's just like, whenever Derek and I get together, I just don't know what be in the air. I don't know what God be doing, but I knew it was going to be a night when we ordered an Uber. The Uber came and picked us up, and I noticed that our Uber, he wasn't really speaking, or he had it like English wasn't his first language, and so for
English was not his first language.
I am very respectful. Like, I want to have a conversation with you. So I asked him what his native tongue was. He told me what it was. Can't remember at this time, but I filmed it up on Google Translate. Boop. And
wasn't it Ushkabib? Ishkabib? Ishkabab? Ishkabab?
Something like that. I can't pronounce it, so I won't attempt it. But it was just so interesting after I found his native tongue. He had his Google Translate up. I had mine up. We started going back and forth. And just to see his personality come out. So I thought that was fun. And of course, the next morning when I see it up on Derek's social media, I'm like, ciao. But it was fun. We headed to the first bar, which was really great. A lot of people were there. Brandon Cottom was in the basketball game.
Oh my God, I forgot about Brandon. I forgot about Brandon. You know why I forgot about Brandon? Because he wore that damn Muhammad Ali shirt, and it really pissed me off. And I was kind of like, really, dude? Like, you from Philly, and that's what you put on in front of me? After me inviting Brandon to come, because Brandon was not even knowing about the basketball event. So you're welcome, Brandon, okay? Because I invited him to come to the basketball event, and he wore that shirt and disrespected me. But don't get past that Uber. The Uber driver, let me tell you something. Brice and Ubers is always going to be a story. If you notice, we got into our first car crash together in the Uber. Anytime me and Brice are in the Uber, it's never a normal ride. It is not a, hello, how are you? Good. And that's it. No, it is Brice asking 50 Cent 21 questions, always interested to know what's going on. I will tell you, if we ever do get kidnapped, or if Brice has to give a full report on an Uber, he will have a full report, because he has asked that Uber driver every question you could think of. Where you from? How's your night? What's it going? You single? What's happening? Oh, you got any kids? Oh, love your car. How long you been Ubering for? Oh, interested.
The last time that we were in Pittsburgh, the first initial one, I think I got that Uber driver's number.
Yes, and we thought he was gonna. I thought he was gonna come in. Give you some cream.
Oh,
That's what I thought.
no. I still have my V card. Never.
No, girl. If you have your V card, then the world is frozen over. Okay, that is a damn lie. That is a lie. Now, we cut to the night. We end up going out, and where did we go first? Oh, we went to the. Now, listen, this night I said we have to go. No college bar.
What Big Sexy say? Where the hood at? Okay.
Yeah, I was like, where the hood
at?
Right.
And baby.
Yes.
We were right there, and
we were right there.
I
took it over. I said, hey, we're done the basketball event. I told Jesus, I told everybody, I messaged everybody on Instagram, put everybody that was in the group chat. I said, listen. Also, shout out to Bam from the mall. Love
the traders.
Bam. Oh no, I thought you did trade. Oh, you did trade. You did do trade.
Shout out Bam from the mall. All wrong. No, he was on Traders season 1. We'll have to get to Bam too.
Now listen. Now Bam, I'm gonna tell y'all this. I'm gonna take a moment. Bam, thick from the bottom of his feet to the top of his head. He looks good. He is thick. You look at the word thick. Okay. Now him on the challenge, I'll be look. Some of those motherfuckers should be worried. He is in shape. Okay.
So Bam was there. We arrived to the hood, and there's just I don't know.
Wait, before we go, what happens? What happens?
What happens with what?
So I told everybody we're going to this hood bar, but I'm like, yo, we're going to the hood bar. But when I first walk in, I had on a bandana. I had on a black bandana.
And what else did you have?
I had.
Derek had some contraband, and the thing that didn't make it, the contraband made it in, but the bandana did not.
Did not make it in. I don't understand. I had on a black bandana, which, if you guys haven't seen, I just made a new Instagram reel, so go check it out. You'll see the outfit. But I had on this black bandana, and next thing you notice, the black bandana, let me show you the picture so you guys can see it. Hold on. Because I really want you guys to see it. Security guard, I'm nervous. I'm looking at Brice. I'm like, oh my God, I still got a flask. Because my friend Sierra also suggested, shout out to Sierra.
Shout out.
If you guys don't know Sierra, you should know her by now. Okay. But she's like, you should get a flask, because I'm always like, yo, the places we were going, the drinks were hella expensive. But when we go to this place called Shady Side, which has like basically like all the bars. No, I thought it was called Shady Side.
No.
You're trying to play with me today.
No, I'm not. It's not called the Shady Side. It's called the South Side.
You trying to play with me tonight?
The South Side.
So I had on this black bandana, guys. Okay. So I'm thinking in my head, like, oh, this outfit, it really did put my outfit together, okay?
It did.
We get there, security guard, I'm nervous. I'm like, I got the flask, I got this Coca-Cola in my pocket. I'm like, oh my God, I'm going to get in trouble. He's patting me down. He's feeling it, but he ain't saying nothing. I tried to walk in, he said, hey, you got to take that off. I got to take what off? He goes, the bandana. I go, bandana? Oh, I guess because like it would be considered like a gang syndrome. I said, oh, okay. I knew I wanted to go to a hood bar, but I didn't know we were like that hood. I just wanted to go somewhere a little bit more urban.
Well, listen, I felt right at home. I don't know if it's something about just being black when you are amongst your family. I loved it. I felt like the elite Pittsburgh men were out. And for me,
you were in your place.
Listen, I really was. I was just doing a lap around and just saying hello. But again, it was just good vibes with all of the reality people that were there. With like Brandon, Pooh, just singing duets, just like music that you could like, just a jam.
Yes.
And again, when we just talk about us being these queer men in these like straight spaces, I love the fact that we roll with a crew that's like you know, where we go, they go. So it was like such a good time. And I have to tell this Fessie story because Derek made it very clear that at a certain hour we were leaving because Derek wanted to go to the neighborhood. And so I always have
Whoa, why is it me all the time?
But it's true because I would have stayed right
I
there.
would have stayed, but we were trying to be fair to Jam Jam. Okay,
well, Jam Jam did want to go out, yes. So
yes,
that is
Jam
true.
Jam has been doing. We've all been doing straight bars this whole entire time. Jam Jam just wanted to go see what a gay bar would look like in Pittsburgh. I did make it clear that it was going to be a run to down type of bar, but just be prepared. It's not going to be like all pretty and dainty. Now you can.
First of all, Jam Jam know what's up. So, so Derek made it very clear at the time that he was leaving. Now we arrived a little bit. We arrived a little late, so our time there was cut a little shorter. But it was funny because I don't know what got in the air, but all of a sudden, Derek had Fessie start rapping. And so Fessie will start rapping to this beat, and I'm like, Fessie, you gotta find the beat to order the rap on it. But Fessie was taking us out. And so then Derek is telling Fessie, like, we about to leave. And so Fessie is saying, like, but I mean, like, it's the town not that big. Like, y'all might as well just, like, stay here. And Derek's like, no.
Fessie literally made it clear. He's like, what are you leaving for? Like, to go stand on the wall and nothing happened? No, like, you already know what the vibes is.
And so it was funny because I jumped in the conversation and I was like, well, Fessie, if you don't want us to leave, just say you don't want us to leave. Fessie looked at me and Derek and was like, don't leave then. I was like,
I just need people to be put respect on me and Brice's name. If you want the girls to stay so we can entertain
actually,
you,
that's what I said. I'm sorry, that's what I said. I said if you want the girls to stay, just say you want the girls to stay.
Yeah, so we will stay. Just tell us. Like, I hate when everyone tries to play like this whole like, you know, they don't, like, everybody tries to, you know, when people ignore us or don't give us the same vibe, like, Fessie saw us for us, and he was having a good time.
Fessie
and
knew where the vibe was.
Let me tell you something. We are good. Let me tell you the one thing. We are a good time. We entertain. We are good wingmen. And I'm telling you, you will have such a good time. And we'll also get the best content of you also for your social media. So just tell the girls, when you hang out with me and Brice, put respect on our name.
Yes.
Tell the girls you want us to stay. And don't just say, I mean, I don't really care. I mean, you stay. No,
stay
tell us. Say you want us to stay.
The fact that we got Fessie to say, I want the girls to stay, kind of took me out. I wasn't expecting that. And then also, shout out to Ty McDonald from Big Brother Canada. He won, I believe, season 10. And he's another one, right, where he's just like this, like, and it's like over the, I want to say last couple of months, Ty and I've gotten really close, and like I just respect Ty so much. And so when we're out at the bar, and you know, Ty from Toronto, so Ty think he Drake. Ty love Drake. Sexy Red and Drake came on. And mind you, Ty just in the corner just chilling. Here I come. Here I come with my camera. I was like, here come your part. Here come your part. And did Ty give us a performance? He was like, shake that ass, Rick. Shake that. Okay. And so I just love, again, when...
Let that breathe. Been at it. Shake that.
So, yeah, I just love when we can just bring the personality out in people. Although I'm sure they can bring it out in themselves, but just like in just such a fun environment. And so, baby.
Yes. It feels safe. I also feel safe when I'm with them. I don't feel judged, because sometimes in these spaces, when it comes to being a black, you know, gay man or a black gay woman or anyone gay of any type of pronouns or whatever they go by, you know, sometimes you can feel a little bit not comfortable or not feeling seen or not feeling heard. So, you know, for us to be these, for us being gay men and then going to the hood bar, going to these spaces and going to these places, and, you know, we got all these men around us that are very, you know, they very masculine, very, you know, themselves. The fact that they're willing to embrace us and, you know, treat us like they're equal and make us feel like we got you. Like, we love you for you, and getting our jokes and also allowing us to be us. They're comfortable with their sexuality, and that's where you got to kind of understand that these are the type of people or type of men that you would want in your life. Somebody who's comfortable with their sexuality, that would not judge somebody who's gay or judge somebody based on what they're into. And sometimes me and Brice, we'll touch the line a little bit. We might flirt here and there, but we know nothing's gonna happen. But that's just us playing around, and they'll play back with us. But we all know there's no lines being crossed and stuff like that.
Right, very respectful, but
very respectful.
A very safe space. And again, what I was telling Derek when we were driving home, it's like, I love this, and I love this community that we are creating, because to us, it's just regular day life. But like, when you magnify it in the reality realm that we're in the spotlight and what people see, I just think it does so good, because I know that there are so many queer people at home that might be struggling. And it's like, really, our hope is that for you to be yourself and surround yourself with people that love and support you. And if they don't love and support you, they ain't worth it. Leave the circle. So I really do love the barriers that we're breaking. And I also feel like with a Brice and Win event, that's the vibe. Always at a Brice and Win event, there's always going to be multitude of people. They're going to all types of people. But what I do love and what I have been seeing more is the queer representation, like them dancing, making just celebrating and being free. And I love that. And I just want anyone to know, if you ever see Derek or myself anywhere, then you should know that it's a safe space to come and be yourself. Now, with that being said, we head on over to this gay bar. Now, it's interesting. So we need to talk about this gay bar that we went to, right? Because we discovered it last trip.
We did.
What's the name of it? Is it Lucky's?
It's called Lucky's, but the word Lucky's gives you what the gay bar is. It is a dive bar, beat up, run down. Like, you would think you're kind of, when I go to Pittsburgh and I said this,
you're on the side of the road.
Reminds me of. It makes me feel like we're Britney Spears. What's the movie where she's driving in the car
Road Trip or something?
Road Trip or whatever. And Cali Ugly. It's basically Cali Ugly type of bar, but in Pittsburgh, just a gay bar. And on top of that, I was telling Brice that when I go to Pittsburgh reminds me of everyone works at the mill, or very industrial. It's very old, rocks, mountains.
Town.
Yeah, that's what it reminds me of. So when you take me like a city boy and you put me in these environments, I love it. When people go to the city, they're like, and I'm like, fuck the city. I don't even care about the city. I need something else.
So I love it. This bar is a 2-tier bar. At the top is kind of like go-go dancers, but we'll get there. But at the bottom, what took me off the gate when we first walked in, they have a vending machine of cigarettes.
Now, I
don't smoke, but in that moment, I just wanted to put 50 cents in and get I've never seen a vending machine of cigarettes. So there's that. Also, again,
I will say I am now, is it 2.5 months? I guess 2, close to 3, of not smoking free. So I quit smoking. My last cigarette was January 29th.
Yes, we're done.
We're done.
So we're discovered this bar last year, and we had, again, last year was similar to this year, where it's a whole bunch of events. We're at a whole bunch of sports bars. The drinks are $32, and so it's me, Derek, Kylan, and Nicole this last year.
Yes.
And we order a drink.
Oh my God, I forgot that we took Kylan to this bar.
Yes. Oh, we're going to tell my Kylan story too. So we ordered drinks.
Oh my God.
I had $5. I give $5. I get $2.50 back. Excuse me?
Yes.
The drinks are $2.50?
The drinks on, you call it Southside, I swear it's Shady Side. I'm about to look it up on my phone because I swear it says Shady Side.
I don't know where Lucky's is, but I definitely know where 12, where we were at the club with everybody else. That's definitely called the South Side of Pittsburgh.
Look at this. See, Brice trying to always play me. Y'all need to stop thinking Brice knows everything. I typed in Shady Side. Look what it says. Shady Side, Pittsburgh neighborhood, Pennsylvania. You always trying to play
Well, type
me.
in South Side because that comes up too. Now, also in this bar, upstairs, they have male exotic dancers. And I haven't ever really been to a.
Southside Flats, Pittsburgh, Pennsylvania.
Thank you. Thanks.
So we were both right. Yeah.
So, anyway, these go-go dancers. So. It's interesting because it's like another little bar. Then there's a dance area. And so we have Derek, myself, and Nicole, and Kylan. And so, like, again, I love me some Kylan because Kylan is just, he love everybody.
It's just Kylan.
And
It's
so
just Kylan.
because I had gotten change from downstairs, I think I had like $8 in ones. And so I get Derek, Nicole, and Kylan in a circle. And I'm like, here's a challenge.
This is last year.
This is last year.
So make sure everybody know. This is last year.
Yes, I give everybody $2, and I'm like, the challenge is you have to go and tip one of the dancers.
Now, wait. I need people to understand. The dancers just not. This is not like just regular like dancers. Like okay, they just got on like shorts or underwear.
No, they have on thongs, and sometimes the things come out of the thongs, and I never really seen that. And there's like, and again, I ain't judging, okay, because there was this one guy, he had about 6 of the $2 drinks all around him. He was just sitting at the bar like, and I even think like the guy plopped on his head. Me and Derek was like, what is going on?
We have never seen a bar like this. We've never seen a bar like this. This is where we were like, oh my God, I cannot believe this is a real bar here in Pittsburgh. We can't even get that in the city. You can't get that nowhere. I don't think you can get that in New York. Like, I was like, this is crazy that this is a bar where it was just like, the dude, like you said, he was drinking, and as he was drinking, I swear, the thing was like,
Guy didn't even move. He just drunk his $2.
He just drank his drink. He was like,
I was like, what is going on?
Yeah, so
I gave everybody a task.
Was.
You had to tip, and everyone completed the task. It was so funny to see Kylan do it, though. But again, that's why I love
So
me some
hilarious.
Kylan.
Love Kylan. Love
so
it.
we go back this
yes.
year.
This year, now it's just me, Brice, Jam. And you know what's also I want to call out Corey. Corey also stayed in that night. But Corey also had to go to do Challenge Mania the next day in Philadelphia. So he did have like a 6 a.m. flight. So he get a pass. But I wish he could have been there because he would have ate this whole thing up. He would have ate this whole night up. Okay. But it's me, Brice, and Jam. Okay. And we go upstairs, and Jam's, he's like, okay. He can see now that I said, like, these are like rundown bars. So we're having a good time. And you know what?
Time. Jam buys all drinks. Okay, he spends $6 and get 37 drinks.
He can afford it being the winner of Survivor.
I can afford it being the third Buddha Survivor at the prices at that bar. Okay. So we all kind of like break up for a little bit to kind of just, do a little pump around. We get back together, and you tell the story, Derek.
I will say Brice did have a moment, guys, and I won't share every detail about the moment.
What was my moment?
It was very, Brice did explain how much he loves me and how much he cares about our friendship, and that really did don't act like you don't remember, bitch.
Oh, I thought I didn't. When you, girl, we was just talking about strippers, and I didn't know when you said Brice had a moment. I was like,
no, but it was really. I'm not going to talk about it in detail because I do want to keep that to myself. But it really did mean a lot because Brice is not an emotional type of person. He's not well with always expressing how he feels and stuff. So it was really, really nice that me and him had that moment in this go-go bar with these dancers swinging their thing everywhere, and there's smoke in the air. And
that's right, you could smoke.
Yeah, because people could smoke. You could smoke in this bar, so it was really good. And I was very proud of myself because I didn't have the urge, sidebar, to smoke, which was weird. So I was like, wow, okay, I'm getting so much better now. But go ahead, Brice. What happens? What happens after our special moment? Because we were in the moment. Didn't I feel like the lights?
So I guess this bar normally is open. It's supposed to be like an after hour, so it goes a little later than normal. And so
Yeah.
we get there, and you ever hear in the music when the DJ stops playing, the thing is like. So we like, what's happening? And so the DJ gets on. He's like, the dancers get down. And he's like, we're not going to play the last half of the rest of the night because whoever decided to go into the tip jar. Why the DJ booth has a tip jar,
I don't know why either.
And
that was
so,
interesting.
But whoever decided to go in my tip jar and take the $2 out, you guys everybody can thank that person. They cut the lights on. And
wait, can I just say one thing?
Go ahead.
Anytime you go to the club and they turn the lights on you, do you know what my favorite thing to say is? I always go, yes, because I look good in the light. Turn the lights on.
Turn them on.
I always say that because some people don't like the lights on. I'm like, yes, turn it on so you can see me. See this.
And you can see everybody else. So
yeah, you be like...
Jam is like, what is going on? And we're all trying to piece it together. Like, is he saying that somebody stole $2 from the bucket? But then they clarified it. They stole the bucket.
They stole the bucket.
The only tips of the night was $2, and the DJ wanted his $2 because he wanted to get a drink after his set because that's what he could get with that $2. And so like we're just in awe. And so because I have had some libations,
not libations,
I decided that if somebody stole that DJ's $2, it's our job to figure out who took it. Okay, so
hold on. This is why. But people need to. This is why I always love having Brice with me because I might be good with dragging, picking the places, wherever we're doing, stuff like that. But Brice is very good at keeping the night entertaining. So me and Brice turned into Sherlock Holmes and whoever his partners, detectives are. And we thought we were, what's her name? Ethel and whatever her name is. Whatever. Any duo you could think of as spies, okay? So we thought we were detectives. So people started leaving.
And I'm like, excuse me, sir. Somebody over there had tipped us off that you may have been the one. Could you open your pockets? Now, what I am cracking up at is the fact that people are like, and they're actually opening their pockets. Okay. They're opening their pockets. So after we did it to like 3 people, we get outside. And we just start going crazy. Now, some people are like cussing us out, and we're like, do I look like I would take $2? And Derek is like, yes.
Yes.
Okay. Derek was saying yes. Some of these people were offended, but, and then, mind you, Jam is like, what the hell are y'all doing?
Jam has never had a night with it's always been somebody with us. This was the first time it's just me, Brice, and Jam. So Jams don't know how me and Brice would cut up because, usually when people go out, and I get it, me and Brice are single. Of course, we go out to have a good time. We might want to find somebody and, see if somebody's interested. But sometimes we're not even thinking about that. We're thinking
just going out to have a kiki.
And people watch and see what people are doing and go on. And I think that's just why we love, not to tie it all the way back, but why we love reality TV so much. Because we literally put it in our real lives. We will watch people and then ask questions. Like Brice was giving people description. Brice told the one guy came out with a yellow flannel jumpsuit or something. He said, "Excuse me, sir." They said, I talked to the DJ and they were saying that upstairs they were all saying that the person with the yellow jumpsuit took the bucket of money. He talking about no, it wasn't me. Brice is like, oh, I'm just here to try to find. We're just trying to do an investigation to figure out who took the money, took the $2. Sorry, because we kept saying
$2.
Who took the $2 from the DJ booth? Because now our night is ruined because of you.
When I tell y'all, we have created a spectacle outside.
Spectacle.
Because
Spectacle.
like people are now believing that people are conducting investigations. Like it was like,
and people don't never seen us before, so you
Right.
know, like we don't look like we're from Pittsburgh. Like everybody was asking us, like we look like we could technically be here working or helping and stuff.
We were.
It was to the point
We
that
were working for the
questioning
DJ,
people.
though.
We were working for the DJ. People were questioning us. We were questioning people down the street to their cars. When they started moving, we started following.
we started following them.
Okay,
We need to
going?
see. We need to get your license plate, sir. Not my license plate. Empty your pockets, and this could be done. It can
And
be
people
done.
were.
Mind you, this is 3-something in the morning. I just was gagging when people were like, "Check me! I've had this $2." I don't. And the thing about it is, it's like, and this is why I love Derek. This is why I hate Derek. This is why I love Derek. Derek and I had no conversation about this. Like, we're just exiting, and I just start investigating people. And what does Derek ass do? Start coming behind me, being my backup. Like, Derek, we just like literally just start playing into this role. And yeah, and then we don't talk.
It's a real good time, and I pray. I still pray for the day that me and you can be on a show together, because I know for a fact we will wear the girls out. We will wear them out. The stories we will cause and riffles. We will make people think that whoever the host in the show ain't even the host.
Listen,
they ain't even the host.
They not even
This is
the
all
host.
fake. You don't need to compete in that challenge. That challenge is not even real. It's setting you up. If you do that challenge, you know you're going into elimination. We would have them
and empty your pockets now, because if it's the $2 that's in there, we're calling you a cheater. But that is, and so Chicago, prepare yourself. The storm is coming. The dynamic duo is heading your way, and we will see what type of trouble or
Wait, is this a
work.
Chicago one night only? Because we never talked. We had talked about another time, but the one night only.
We've talked
One night
about
only.
it.
Yes, we did talk about the first car accident in the Uber.
first car
One night
accident.
only. Yes, but my question is, how long are you in Chicago for? Did you
The
make
people.
a decision?
Listen, the event is the 24th.
Here we
I'll
go.
be
Here
there
we
the
go.
24th.
Here we go, guys. There we go. So I get the 24th. So I had to share Brice with everybody one night and on a Wednesday, and then I bet you he'll be on the plane back to Philadelphia on a Thursday. When I asked him to stay until Friday so we can go out Thursday night, because it's my first time going to Chicago.
You are going to be in Chicago for an extended period of time. I know that you're going to have an amazing time. We'll see what we could do. But honestly, Derek, this has been so much fun. Truly, thank you so much for having me on the
Thank
Heavy
you
Crown
for
Network.
coming.
Because when we were driving back from Pittsburgh, we were like, we need to do this. This will be so much fun. And the
Yes.
other day, Derek called me and said, I don't know what you're doing on Sunday, but clear your schedule. And so
Yes.
I definitely think that we should do more things like this. And I definitely think
I
that
would
there
love
is
to recap
more-
Chicago, but hopefully we have something to talk about, unless it's one night only. But we
And
will recap
listen,
Chicago.
even
And then
if
we
it's
also have Boston and Philly
Boston,
and New York.
and New York and Philly for the finale. So we have a lot of things cooking. And again, I'm so excited. And again, so proud of you, Tiffany and Hannah, for birthing this network. And
Thank
I love
you.
to see it grow and prosper. And thank you to the Royal Crown
Yes,
Court.
network.
Court.
The Royal Court.
Court.
The Royal Court. Shout out to the Royal Court. And just so you guys know, Tiffany, Hannah, and myself are supposed to be in Chicago. I know I will. I don't want to say anything, but they're supposed to be in Chicago next week. So hopefully they both are. And then, tell you the truth, Heavy Crown will be in the building in Chicago. And I want to shout out to Brice and the Purple Pants podcast. Like I said, shout out to Brice and Wynn with their events. Also, shout out to Jack from The Circle, because I know he's always recapping the Survivor episodes with you guys. I got to kind of bring him over to do a recap with me. Maybe if I could borrow him for one time.
I don't share. It's like, no.
I know
I don't
you
share
don't,
my
bro.
men.
I know you
But
don't,
I
bro.
shared my Jack.
Okay, I appreciate it. But other than that, guys, please make sure you go check out the Brice Purple Pants podcast. Okay, you do episodes. What I think they drop every. Is it Thursday? Because I feel like they come
Every
out
Thursday, we
Thursdays.
have our Survivor News that comes out recapping the episode. Every Saturday,
Yeah,
Amazing Race. Every week, there is something new content. This week, I'm going to be talking to
good.
Gerard Butler. The Gerard Carmichael show. If you've not seen that reality show on HBO Max,
Oh wait, I'm gonna check that out. Now that you said that, okay.
it's a lot. It's very interesting. I think that you will get a lot out of it. It's a little kind of
I feel like
jarring.
it's gonna hit some strings.
But it's almost like a self-reflection, right? Where there's some things that he does, and
Yeah,
I'm just like, "Ugh," but he does hit
yeah.
on some things that are so relatable and like, so it's a good thing. So I'm going to be talking about that, and yeah, there's a lot of things going on. And
Okay.
again, thank you so much, and I can't wait to be back.
I can't wait. Bye, guys. Remember to like, subscribe, and comment. Remember, you can listen to this on Spotify, Apple. Also, I would obviously suggest to watch it because me and Brice look really good today on this Sunday, so you can check us out on YouTube. All right? Bye, guys. Bye. Thank you, Brice.
Thank you.